Hey everyone, it's Mary Duval. Welcome to Music City Odyssey. Thank you for watching this video. So today I have a question for you. How did you come to country music? Were your parents or your grandparents or a friend into country music and they introduced you to the genre? Were you a kid who was bombarded with country music from your parents and you're like, oh, mom and dad, stop playing that country music. Oh, I hate it. And then a few years later, you're listening to a song, you go, hey, I kind of like that. And a little bit later, you hear another song, oh, I like that. Oh, yeah, that was a good song. And before you know it, you're like, oh, shoot, I'm a country music fan. It doesn't matter how you got here, right? If you love the genre, you love the music, that's all that matters. My discovery of country music came in 1989. So now I have always been a music fan. As I was growing up, loved music, more pop, rock, classic rock, that type of thing. I mean, I like almost all genres, but kind of classic rock was my thing, especially in 1989. And then one night, I'm sitting there watching TV and I'm flipping through the stations looking for something to watch. And I land on this channel and there's this good-looking blonde guy on the TV. And I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute. And I stopped to check him out. Yes, this is how I discovered country music. Saw a cute guy on the TV and stopped. Nothing wrong with admiring a good-looking person, all right? So I am listening and it's an interview with a young country artist named Lionel Cartwright. His debut album had just come out, and I believe he was being interviewed on Crook and Chase on the Nashville network. And now that I think back, it could have been Crook and Chase, or maybe the show with Ralph Emery, and I'm not sure what show. I'm going to have to look that up, find out which show Ralph Emery was on. I don't think it was the same as Crook and Chase. Anyway, it was an interview show. And whoever the host was talking to Lionel. And then afterwards, I believe Lionel did a song. I've got to believe that happened. I just don't remember it. So, hey, I remember at least Lionel got me started. But it was that night, listening to Lionel Cartwright, the interview, and then him doing the song, pretty sure. And I'm like, hey, I like that sound. So next day I'm in my car and I had the radio preset set to a classic rock station, but I went and I found the country station, made a preset for that, and then I was still listening to mostly classic rock at that time, but if a song came on that I didn't care for, I'd hop over to the country station. Now this is 1989 when that class of 89 is starting to hit, right? So you got Garth Brooks, Clint Black, Alan Jackson, Travis Tritt, right? So this is a golden age of country music and just some really talented folks hitting the scene. So more and more, I'm spending more time on the country station. Now, I'm still listening to classic rock. I'm still listening to other genres. Like I said, I love all forms of music. But country was talking to me. I loved the songs. I loved the storytelling of country music. And I love country music that kind of mixes all genres. So you got that country sound, but you mix a little rock, a little blues, a little soul in there, right? And for me, it all comes down to the song and the story that it's telling. If you got a great story, you got a great sound, I'm yours. So that's how I came to country music. And now country is pretty much my favorite genre. Now, again, I like to listen to a lot of different things, but country is where my heart is. So I have to say thank you to Lionel Cartwright for getting me started. Now, if you've been watching this video and you're like, well, who the heck is this Lionel Cartwright guy? And I understand, because like a lot of artists in that period, kind of in the 90s, it seemed like artists had about 3 albums, and if they didn't become Garth Brooks, then they tended to get dropped from their record label or just kind of faded into obscurity. Now, they still may be making music, but they're not getting that top 40 airplay, and that's kind of what happened to Lionel. Now, he had some hits, so you might remember I Watched It All on My Radio, Give Me His Last Chance. And I would recommend, go check out those songs. You can still find them on YouTube today. It's great music. And I still love it to this day. Unfortunately, Lionel just didn't have the staying power that other artists did, but he had a nice, I would call it a mid-level career, and then he's kind of moved on to other things, although he still dabbles in music. So thank you to Lionel for getting me started into discovering this great genre and all that it had to offer. All right, so I think that's about all I wanted to say about how I got started. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. Please leave a comment down below and tell me how you came to country music. I'd be interested to hear if there was a specific artist that drew you in. Was it a family tradition? What brought you to country music? All right, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.